to another episode of RCW Rise, and it's the Season 2 premiere, and we got a special guest here with us, Young Sin.
What it do?
We got him with us today. Man, it's been quite the, I guess, week off, and Sin can attest to this, because last week we took, or at least I took a little bit of a hiatus, a little bit.
I did the same, and I'm actually energized. I did my showdown on Tuesday last week, and then I didn't stream nothing for the rest of the week, and it helped me. And look at all the work that we did, and I'm hoping people like it. I'm hoping it was good to take a week off.
We got a lot of good stuff done, a lot of updated faces. You're going to see an updated opening for the main show on Wednesday, and a bunch of other cool things. But you'll have to stay tuned for that, as we have Savannah Williams in the ring currently versus KAYLA Rose, one of our newest signees here. We've seen her a few times here on the show already. But we did a lot of work with the week off, and let me tell you, it does feel weird for anybody that is a content creator, anybody that creates content or anything like that. You do feel weird, you know, when you're doing it on a consistent basis. Like if you have a schedule like I do, you know, and not only that, but you're making YouTube content as well, and you have a schedule for that, and you're just not doing anything. It's not that I wasn't recording videos, but just not streaming, not, you know, getting ready to go live every day, making sure that you go live all the time. You know, it's very odd, to say the least. Now, Savannah with a good start here. Her sister Jordan watching along, joining her at ringside. Now Savannah and Jordan, they're trying to get back into the swing of things, trying to see if they can be good as single stars, as they were in the women's tag tournament when we had those titles. We never brought them back, but we might actually. But I can tell you, season 13, it's a huge landscape. Obviously, you guys already know that we are on the road to South Beach Splash. That's our first big special coming up in just 4 weeks. Now, it's not going to be the style of a traditional pay-per-view, as a facebuster right there to KAYLA Rose. And now a cover here. 1. Not a 2 count yet. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. But, yeah, it's not going to be the traditional style of a pay-per-view. We're going to have, we might have titles on the line, we might not. It's just going to kind of be like one of those Impact Plus specials, where it's like, you know, you might have titles on the line, you might not, as a moonsault right there to KAYLA Rose, and a cover again. 1, 2, she may have it, and a kick out. Now Savannah going up top again. This time she's calling her up to her feet. I don't know how wise this is, though. From Savannah, it's the crossbody way offline there. And hopefully you guys got a chance to catch RCW Renegade over on the YouTube channel. That's been uploaded for a while now. And that's why we took that week off, so that you guys could catch up on, you know, any of the RCW episodes you may have missed, either of Rise, Dusk, or Season 12. That's the style that we do. So now, KAYLA Rose. A couple of shots there to the much taller in stature Savannah Williams. KAYLA Rose with a drop kick right there, beautifully done. Now, a win here could go a long way for KAYLA Rose, but also go a long way for Savannah here. Is a 450 right off the top. And Jordan saw that one, and you could tell by the facial expression she wasn't too happy about that. Count of 2, almost. putting her up against the ropes. Oh, Savannah not against that. Buckets. Now you could catch the entire NBA 2K story with Savannah and Jordan Williams on my YouTube channel. That series just wrapped up. It's all done. So you can catch all of that over on the YouTube channel. Enter the command YT in chat. Gain access to all of my content. As we reach 500 subscribers on there is another moonsault beautifully done. And it seems cover after cover here. But I doubt this is going to be enough, and it's not, as it's a 2 count there. Now you go to the well too many times.
Is that buckets?
Yeah.
Buckets?
And Savannah Williams, that's right, drop kick right there, springboard.
I shouldn't have hyped her up. She just got drop kicked to the back of the neck.
Now a submission there.
And that's Rose.
Yeah, that's KAYLA Rose right there in the pink.
I like that attire. She looked like she can be part of that NBC.
$1 million corporation.
Only because of that pink. It's like, it's funny, yo. I fell in love with that one dude's color, and then it's like I see it everywhere now.
Now the butterfly suplex is here.
Oh, she said, yup.
There's 2.
Yup.
And there's 3.
Oh, I thought they did 3 and then the DD2. Who is that on the outside?
That's Jordan Williams. That is the sister of Savannah.
She was about the same size. She is a tiny thing. That's Baller, right?
Yeah, that's the baller, Jordan Williams. Yeah, Savannah is the taller one at 5'10".
Another beautiful moonsault.
Another beautiful moonsault there from Savannah. She's going to go for the 3, and offline there is a 2 count.
I thought it was over. Oh.
Not just yet. Now Savannah and Jordan. Savannah, the one thing that Savannah always makes fun of Jordan for is the fact that she can't really dunk, but Savannah can. We've had a couple of highlights of.
We still is showing the athleticism that. Oh,
the diving meteora there, beautifully done, and a kick right to the back there. Savannah definitely showing the athleticism here in the.
Look at that, the match. She is a flipping fool right now.
Well, you know, has control over the match. So whatever works, works. And again, she's going up top. Might be going for top of the key here. Maybe not. No, the moonsault again. She's landed almost every single one of those.
She's not going to beat her. She don't need to beat her with her.
2, 3, and Savannah Williams gets the moonsault and gets the win off of it.
She said I didn't need my finishing moves.
No top of the key needed. No top of the key needed there. And Savannah gets the victory here. Let's check out some of these highlights at 450. That was a beautiful 450 there from KAYLA.
I think that was her only offense.
Pretty much, for the most part. Only big maneuver there. Savannah gets the victory here. Her sister Jordan celebrates on the outside. She kind of can't believe it after all that. Buckets and Baller, the B&B. Yeah. Right there, the matching tattoos as Savannah Williams gets the victory here. But don't go anywhere, folks.
Is that what you used that for the team? Did you use that as a team name? I know you don't use the announcer, but you know they have a team name that with the announcer and announcing that. One of the announced teams for when you make a team.
I think is what I did. Yeah.
But no, for the team, like if you say you use the ring announcer, right?
Yeah.
There was actually a team name called B&B.
Oh,
it's like literally just the B, the letter N, and then another B. I use that for who did I put as a team just to throw away for women's division in SCW? I think it's Lana and Carmella.
Yeah.
And I called it Blonde and Beautiful because Carmella's supposedly the most beautiful woman in WWE.
Yeah.
And Lana's blonde, while they're both blonde. And I was like, yo, that's perfect. But yo, B&B can stand for anything.
True. I'll have
Baller.
to keep that in mind.
Like B&B, I was
I'll
like,
have to definitely keep that in mind, but don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to get to your next match momentarily. That's right. SCW Showdown is tomorrow night as we have Dan the Freak Spears coming out here. Now he holds a victory over Brian Outlaw on Rise. He holds that, so he's got that already done. And for someone to come straight up in here and defeat one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest star, the one that started it all here in RCW, you know, that's huge for Dan Freak. Huge.
Former 3-time SCW television champion. Had three amazing matches with former champ Terry Hines.
Now, I don't think, if I remember correctly, I don't think he has had a title yet here in RCW, but that doesn't mean that he can't get one, as we'll have a special announcement regarding some changes in RCW. All good, I would hope, on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. As Lance Archer made his return at RCW Renegade, and I'm pretty sure he will be there to address the RCW fans here, as we have AIDEN Johnson. Now, if you've been paying attention, AIDEN Johnson was one of the men in that triple threat eliminator matchup for the Carnage title. Almost came really close to winning that title. Came really, really close. He eliminated the champion, so he upset Bobby Saturn again. Again. You gotta be. Yeah, AIDEN Johnson. Yeah, he upset Bobby Saturn on Rise, and that's what earned him the title opportunity. And then he eliminated him from the matchup. And then it came down to Darby Allin and AIDEN Johnson, and obviously Darby Allin
taking that victory.
Taking the victory there, but
hey, he should be in that thing we were talking about.
He should be.
I only say that because of the pants.
He should be.
He could be.
He could be.
You owe me a soda. It might be warm if you get it from where you're from to where I'm from.
Could be. We'll just have to wait and see. He's starting off good right now. AIDEN Johnson going up top. Oh, what a shooting star press right there onto Dan the Freak Spears here. Count of 2. And a kick out. And we saw a lot of this last match with Savannah and KAYLA Rose. The Calgary Monster, the Calgary Freak here. Dan Spears. Hammering away. I gotta say, you know, you can't get too cocky, of course. Because Dan Freak, you know, he's had opportunities that unfortunately he's squandered. But, you know, that doesn't mean that you can't really take that victory that he had against Brian Outlaw away from him. You know, that's that. Although we don't keep records here in RCW, that's a significant victory nonetheless. You know, you don't want to take something like that away from him, and if you go to the well too many times, you crash and burn. That's exactly what AIDEN Johnson did there. Oh, AIDEN, wow! What a pop-up Hurricane Rana there. Taking down Dan Freak. Shooting star press there. Beautifully done. Now Dan with the DDT. Now looking for the freak lock right there. Locked in. Referee right there to see if he's going to tap, and it appears that AIDEN's getting out of it. AIDEN with a little bit of hesitation there, but he rolled through. Oh, what a Pele. Beautifully done. Cover right after. Oh. Dan grabbed the rope there. AIDEN is a little aggravated there, but ring awareness. As you preach all the time.
Ring awareness. I love ring awareness.
When that leg drop beautifully done there from Dan. Dan in a good position right now. What a clothesline. 1, 2, right onto Johnson, and he's got it already. That's all it took.
God damn Johnson. I was rooting for your kid.
That's right, Gimp. We are on Season 2 of RCW Rise. After taking the week off, taking a week hiatus, that doesn't mean I wasn't doing anything. I was doing a lot of creative things in that week. And you guys will see that coming up soon.
At the Mundo. Matter of fact, we still working on stuff.
We still are.
We work on stuff even when we sleeping.
Pretty much, yeah. I did a promo at 2 o'clock in the morning the other mornings.
You know, like, I'll wake up and be like, yo, I want to get on the fucking game. Like, just had the wireless fucking dream.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. As Dan Freak gets the victory here over AIDEN Johnson, but don't go anywhere, folks. We still have matches coming at you. That's right, we got South Beach Splash coming at you in just 4 weeks' time, as we have Nidoran coming out here first. One of our newest stars here, original, RCW original, so you'll see some of the RCW originals, like people that I've created myself to watch them, pun intended, rise up the rankings and get opportunities over on the main shows that you guys know as Dusk and RCW on Wednesdays and Fridays. So we've gone through plenty of changes. My goal every single season is to make each season better than the last. So with season 13 of RCW, the regular show, you know, we're going to try and make it better than the last one, as we have Erica Lunden, a little schoolgirl from Sweden, coming out here. Now, I edited some of her moves and her moveset, so took some time to put some moves and moveset. Now, you can catch a series that Erica Lunden's in the My Career series The latest episode of that is over on the YouTube side of things. Again, that's over on the YouTube, and that is !YT in chat. That's the letters YT, and you can gain access to all of the RCW content over there. We have Erica Lunden coming out here.
The Chun-Li inspired.
That was actually very non-intentional, to be honest with you.
No, you went with this flag color. That just so happened the flag colors are the same.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nita Ren with that striking ability. She's got that to her advantage.
Got them strikes.
And now I've been meaning to make a little bit of a moveset. Might have to do community creations. Now, I just found this out. Well, not really found this out. It's a thing that's been in the 2K games for a long time. Well, a lot of the time I'll like a moveset as we get a cover here and a kick out at one. I'll like a moveset and I'll be like, huh, that would be perfect for so-and-so. And I'll just download them and maybe change a couple of the moves, such as the signature or finisher, and, you know, leave the rest kind of the same. But, you know, because me, I love creating the superstars. It's making the movesets that are the biggest pain, as the kick out at one there. And, you know, I mostly, when I go to make the superstar, I usually have an idea of what I want their story to be as a cover again. And look at all these quick covers here. I usually have an idea of what I want their story to be, and then I'm like, okay, like, I have this really cool idea of what I want their story to be, and then, you know, and then I formulate the look, especially if it's a girl from another country. You know, I try to study the Swedish culture, and obviously I studied the Swedish culture and some of the things that are in the heritage. I actually really like some of the ideologies of Sweden, because they are more technically sound. They actually care more about their education than we do as Americans. In college doesn't really mean shit in America, but college in Sweden, that matters a lot. Like, they actually give a shit about their education. Like, to me, like, college degrees are just pieces of paper here in America, but in Sweden, they are, like, they want you to be really highly educated. They value education, as Erica Lunden's father was an engineer. Actually, Stockholm is the engineering capital of the world, and speaking of capital punishment right there with that big knee strike there. And a Hurricane Rana right there from the top. From Nita Rin. Oh, look at this. Boom! Right to the side of the head. 1, 2. She may have it here. And kick out at 2.
Ooh, strikes. Ooh, stomp to the gut.
Oh, well, go to the well too many times, you're gonna hurt yourself. And Erica Lunden, definitely with that Swedish-inspired attire, is that knee lift right there. Now with a cover right after. Rope break. Right there, we've seen it in the last match. Near the ropes, ring awareness. Now looking for Roma here. You can get the Roma t-shirt right on the Teespring store as the Roma gets hit right there onto Nita Rin. She may have it here, and a kick out at 2.5. Crowd's loving this one, chanting women's wrestling here. Love a good back and forth match. Oh, look at this. Bulldog offline.
No, she reversed it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Offline, that's... She was right there waiting for that one. Kick right to the head there. 1, 2. May have it in a kick out. Need a Rin. Need a Rin with a moonsault right there. Going up top. Like I said, can't go to the well too many times. Double foot stomp offline. Erica now. Sweeping under DDT. Beautifully done. Moonsault right to the back. I don't know how well that was, but effective nonetheless. Now, Erica Lunden spent a couple years in that other company. Now with Triple H taking the helm. You know, NXT has decided to move in a different direction there in that series. So hopefully Triple H sees a lot in Erica Lunden in that series. And you guys can watch that series once again over on my YouTube channel. The knee right to the face as she charged in for that one. Count of 2, count of 20 under RCW rules. That rule change coming in season 7, and ever since then, we've had definitive winners all throughout our matches. I gotta say this here, I was definitely taking a week off. That's always been a custom to what I've done. You know, taking a week off, but you know, I gotta say, you know, I definitely miss calling the action. You know, doing this. I gotta say, like, doing all these universe modes, like, this is coming from a person who only played the game casually. You know, I would get the wrestling games every year, but I only played it casually. But ever since I started the universe modes a couple years ago, August 21st, 2018 is when we did it, and we are going to do something special, even though that's on a weekend day. I think that's on a Sunday. We're gonna do something special for our 4-year anniversary of that show, even if it's in mid-season, even if we're still in season 12 or 13 at this point. We're still gonna do something special for that, and I'll possibly have Sin help me out with that because we come up with good ideas. So we're gonna try to come up with something cool.
Always, man, always.
Definitely for that, because that's big for me, because not only is it the 4-year anniversary of the show, but I also consider that my stream anniversary, even though it's not. I believe my stream anniversary is actually January 28th of 2017, but I don't really count that because I was just kind of streaming casually. It wasn't until I started doing all this stuff on August 21st, 2018, where I actually, you know, gave a shit and was actually doing it, you know, for like full, I wouldn't say full time, but I would say like more serious, on a more serious and level, you know, rather than just kind of streaming when I can and whatever, and kind of just playing a game or whatever, you know. And then I think season 9 was when RCW really started to take off. That's when we started doing segments and everything else. And, you know, well, the rest is history, as they say. And we're here now. Look at this, the joint manipulation here. As these ladies have spent a considerable amount of time on the outside here. Ooh, what a kick right to the side of the head there. Need her in with a big boot. What a pump kick. Throwing Erica Lunden into the barricade. Count of 7. Resetting that count. Shooting star press standing. And another one offline there. Knees right to the midsection. That's got to take a lot of damage to the ribs. Can't breathe. You're not going to be able to pull off what you want to. Oh, what a knee right against that midsection. That's been a target, and they're going right after it. Anita Rin doing a little bit of bragging there, a little bit of taunting. Anita Rin resets the count again. Are these ladies actually going to go back inside the squared circle? Maybe, maybe not. Guess not. Oh, right into the ring post. Face first goes Erica Lunden. That was a bait from Nita Rin right there. She's got her. Oh, Erica Lunden right into the barricade goes Nita Rin. Oh, look at this back and forth here. Another shot with that knee towards the midsection. And she's just resetting the count constantly so they can be out here as long as they want. I mean, the 20 count's already long enough, but...
Keep resetting it.
Keep resetting it. Might as well. It's interesting to see here. I think this is the longest I've ever seen a match go on the outside, and she resets it again. But Erica Lunden's had enough here. Oh, the sunset flip powerbomb right there. Beautifully done. Finally getting her back into the squared circle here. Right where it's got to end, and she's looking to end it right now. Roma incoming. Kick to the midsection right here. Roma on to Nita Rin. 1, 2. No, Nita Rin got the shoulder up at 2.5. And she's still in it. Oh, looking for that knee lift. There it is. Might be time for Roma again. Boom. Second time's the charm. Another one. Well, 3, I guess. You can count 3 because she's had 3 in this match. Count of 2, 3, and Erica Lunden's got it. It took a lot, but Erica Lunden got that victory. A lot more than what she anticipated that she had to dish out, but nonetheless, she hit the big moves when it mattered.
Yep.
And Erica Lunden gets this one here. We're checking out some of these replays. That huge knee lift. And Erica Lunden from Stockholm, Sweden picks up the victory here on Rise. Now what's next for her, we'll have to wait and find out on future episodes, but don't go anywhere. Your main event is just a few moments away. Folks, we have your main event coming at you as, that's right, we have Double Down, our first major pay-per-view of Season 13 of RCW, and that First episode, the Season 13 premiere is coming at you Wednesday. This is a 2 out of 3 falls matchup here as we have Elijah Jones. Now, this man has a lot to prove now because this man went on a clinic with Titan in an RCW Ironman match, and I believe he lost 7-1. I believe was the final score. It might have been 7-0 in terms of falls, but you know, he had the balls to do it, so I'll give him credit for that. But right now, he's going to have to prove himself, and he wanted this 2 out of 3 falls against Pitbull, one of our newest signees here. Now, this is a man that I've already stated could be a future world champion, or could be a champion of a newer title that is coming along, and you'll find out what I'm referring to this coming Wednesday on RCW, so make sure you are here for that. As Pitbull is ready here to face the Death King and Elijah Jones. 2 out of 3 falls here. Let's see if Elijah can redeem himself as we get this underway. Now, Elijah with a couple of hand stomps here. All right, but Pitbull's had enough of that. As he's going up top, but he gave Elijah way too much time to recover there. Shot one first, double axe handle offline. There's Pitbull coming right back at him. Lifting him up, throwing him like he's nothing there. Doing it again here. It is to the other side. Elijah, if he wants to win here, he's going to have to use his quickness. No other way. Looking for that knee strike. Bang! Right across the jaw there. Looking for the first fall here. 1 count and a kick out. Couple of shots to the back here. Little bit of tease and a couple of push-ups. Well, push-ups aren't going to win you a wrestling match here, son. Especially against a man like Pitbull. Chop right there and a couple of strikes here right to Pitbull. And now the knee strikes right to the midsection. That would go right after that. You know, a big guy can't breathe. No, he's not going to damage you as much. You know, go after the ribs. I guarantee Elijah Jones is not going to beat him with power here. Pitbull already has that advantage, but if Elijah Jones could just use that quickness that we've seen him utilize before, I think he might have a chance here. And he needs this win right here. He needs this because after being absolutely manhandled by Titan in that Iron Man match, you know, everybody's kind of questioning him a little bit. You know, why go for that magnitude of a match so early on in your RCW career, you know? I get it that you have something to prove, but he didn't have to do that. Like, that was his own doing. And, you know, sometimes your choices come back to bite you in the ass, and that's definitely one of them. And so far, Elijah Jones doing real well here. Irish whip into the corner. Couple of shots here right to Pitbull, right in the corner. Looking for that shotgun drop kick coming right at him. There it is.
I'm back.
Now looking for that knee strike right across the jaw, and he lands that one. To get the first fall here. 1. No, rope break right there. Ring awareness once again.
Trying to load that ring awareness.
Now, like I said, Elijah Jones, you know, he had a good set of balls on him for, you know, asking for a match against Titan an Iron Man match nonetheless. And he lost huge in that match. I believe it was 7 falls to nothing.
Damn.
Like, it was a violent onslaught. And now he wants this 2 out of 3 falls match now with Pitbull. And like I said, he can't get too ahead of himself. He's asking for these matches, and I get it. You feel like you got something to prove. You want to prove you deserve to be here on Rise and deserve to be here on the roster. But all I ask is that you show up and you do a match. I didn't schedule him to... I didn't say you have to do the Iron Man match. He wanted that one. And I'm not going to say no to a good match to our audience here. I'm definitely not saying no to that.
Hell no.
But in terms of Elijah's sake, like, I don't know. I don't think... It's not that I don't think highly of it. I just think that he's biting off a little bit more than he can chew.
A whole lot of something to be biting off of.
You know, and that's... You know, you want to start out small, you know. They always say with your goals, whatever goals you have, start off small. Whether it's in streaming, wrestling, whatever it is. You know, start off very small and, you know, work your way up. And I think, you know, he's wanting to grab the metaphorical brass ring that's often referred to that in wrestling. It's a knee strike right to the back of the head. 1, 2, a Pitbull. He might get the first fall and a kick out. And so, with a win here, he definitely can help himself, and he's looking to go to that place, looking for the RKO offline there. Pitbull hesitated a little bit, couldn't quite pull off the grappling maneuver that he wanted to. Look at this back and forth here.
Go, EJ.
Elijah Jones.
He almost did it. You had to muster the strength to back suplex him.
Yep, there he is. Here's the knee strike right off of the jaw again. Cover 1, 2. He may have it. Kick out at 2.5. Still no falls here. Looking for that ball and elbow here. There it is. Boom. And that knee strike right again. He's going to end up dislocating the jaw of Pitbull with all these knee strikes. But I love his thinking here. He knows that he can't beat him via power. He knows he can't do that. And that's not me saying that he's not capable of it. It's just... It's going to take... How much strength is it going to take for Pitbull to lift up someone at the size of Elijah Jones compared to Jones lifting up Pitbull? You know, that's... You know, that's just almost superhuman strength there that he's going to have to muster up. Elbow drop, that's a lot coming down on you, I'll tell you that much. 1, 2, offline. Kick out at 2.5. Still no falls yet. As Pitbull with the takedown. For that knee, maybe? Nope. Dragon screw leg whip there. Elijah with a couple of shots here. Look at these quick strikes. This is exactly what you need to do if you're Elijah here. It's going to take some time for Pitbull to muster up some maneuvers. Aaron, you better check your neck with that one. Elijah Jones with the moonsault there. He's doing exactly what he needs to do here. Armbar. If he could just reach that rope there, he could force the break. But he didn't. He fought out of it. And a knee right to the temple. And look at this. Oh my God. He's going to cave in his chest. Look at all that power. Elijah going down. Oh, right into that ring post. Face first goes Pitbull there, and Pitbull's just trying to take a breather here. Elijah Jones getting back to a vertical base here, trying to get back into the ring. Count of 6, and he does. Does get back. RKO out of nowhere, really. That one. 1, 2. He might have it, yes. And he's got the first fall of the matchup. And now Pitbull has to come back from a deficit. He's got to get both falls anyway. It's working out real nice for Elijah. Elijah in a great position here in this matchup. As great as you can possibly be. Elijah getting up to his feet. Pitbull waited too long. Oh, drop kick missed.
Thought I was going to miss something. Did I miss a fall?
Yeah, it was Elijah Jones. Got the first fall. Yeah, he did. He did get the first fall.
Let's go, EJ. Oh, that's just wrong. That's disrespectful. He just grinded his balls across your back. That's fucked up. Fuck him up, EJ. EJ, whoop his ass. EJ, whoop his ass.
Well, he better come out with a victory here, because otherwise it's going to look real bad for Elijah. Losing, I think it was 7-0 to Titan, and then, losing to Pitbull, again, might be biting off more than he could chew, but so far he's got the lead, so I can't really say anything as of yet. Count of 8 here. Oh my, right into the announce table. Count of 10. Resetting it. Is Pitbull going right after, like a vulture, after his prey. Neck breaker right there on the outside. This is exactly what you want if you're Elijah. Elijah's in the lead right now. He can make this last as long as he wants, but... Oh, that's not a very nice gesture there. He can make this last as long as he wants here, but... I wouldn't give Pitbull any time to get back in it. Speaking of that, there it is. Oh my God, planning. Elijah, and he might have the tie. 3, and he does. Pitbull's back in it. 1-1. Oh, he's going for the pile driver. No, Elijah reversed it. Oh, the pump kick blocked.
Oh,
sidewalk slam right there. It's the tie ball game right now. Might as well be 0-0. But what a great main event this is right here. Pitbull and Elijah Jones. Oh, wow. An elbow drop.
Or he won't be playing the 5 when Mommy gets out of work. Oh!
The elbow drop offline there from Pitbull, and now Pitbull picking him up.
I love
and
that
taking
move
him down.
because, yo, when a big dude does it to a little dude, I find it so hilarious that their legs kick. It looks like a baby trying to kick. Like, put me down. Put me down. Oh, don't put him down. Pitbull, come on, man. Ease up. Pitbull. Like, oh, there we go. Come on, EJ. Come on.
There you go. You got Elijah Jones right in the driver's seat as he sends Pitbull to the outside.
EJ, you can't win outside the ring.
That he can't, but he can do a lot of damage out there. He's telling the crowd to hush.
It's not DSCW multi-man matches.
Oh, what a right hand.
That was the left hand. He hit him with the lefty. Southpaw. Oh, setting up for that ballin'. He's going to go for the we fly high. Ballin'.
Boom. The ball and elbow there.
And then that knee. Put him away.
The knee.
Put him away.
You got to put him away there.
Euthanized.
1, 2. Oh, almost.
Run. Run, bitch, run.
You might want to run now, but
Smokey? No, Smokey. It is Smokey, right?
I think so, yeah.
Scary Oh, shit.
Crossbody into the cover. 1, 2. That might have driven the air out of him, and a kick out.
Damn sure I would have just stayed. Play dead. Play dead. He just his whole weight at you.
That's a lot of poundage coming on you at full force. X Factor right there. Beautifully done. Now look for the last shot, perhaps. Nope. Offline there. And now look at it. Submission locked in. He could tap here. He could tap it. He is tapping. And Pitbull wins.
Pitbull hit that lockjaw. I don't know if that's the name of it, but that's what I'm going to call it.
Wow. Again. Elijah bit off more than he could chew, though. He had this. He had this match. But he allowed Pitbull to get back into it. And again, he falls short, but Pitbull gets the victory here in our main event on Rise.